Welcome back, everyone. So I've given up trying to update people on Chris Chan. That's not something I'm ever going to be able to do. I'm not, I don't get, new information on Chris Chan or anything like that. I don't know. That's for someone else to do. I'm just going to talk about Chris Chan. So I'm going to read this article about Isabella Loretta Janke, who's, insane. So let's read this on the Cwcki, okay? Isabella Loretta Janke, born August 18th, 2001, near my birthday, not the year, but the day. Also known as ILJ Bella or Kelly Osbourne, is the sociopathic foot fungus-ridden leader of a trolling ring based at Texas Tech University. Best known for her participation in a leaked July 2021 call in which Chris revealed that he had been having an incestuous relationship with his mother. It was later revealed that she extorted him out of significant sums of money required for Barb's care, and some even suspect that she was the one who coaxed Chris into having sex with his mother in the first place, though there is no conclusive evidence for the latter as of this writing. Who wrote this? I don't know. But, it is the Cwcki, so I'm sure it's accurate. I'm not being sarcastic. It is probably accurate. Isabella is arguably the worst and most dangerous. No, she is the most dangerous troll to ever have targeted Chris, having malicious intentions that somehow managed to overshadow every single previous controversial troll before her. Isabella's sadistic personal life was exposed not long after Kiwi Farms doxed her. She is known to be a white supremacist, despite being mixed race herself, animal abuser, and fetishist. For all things unholy, including incest, snuff, bestiality, Zeus sadism, scat, pedophilia, and Naruto. There goes my, monetization. Thanks a lot, Isabella. Even before meeting Chris, she was known for bullying and blackmailing other students to the point of suicide, all with the help of her cult-like circle of friends. This page is solely focused on Bella's interactions with Chris, but for more information, Encyclopedia Dramatica has an article on her which goes into much deeper detail on her disturbing pastimes and abhorrent hygiene than this page likely ever will. Isabella's reasons for trolling Chris were extremely dark. Whether or not she was the main culprit behind the incest saga is unclear, but it is known that she was intending to gather incriminating information from Chris and blackmail him. Her intentions were most likely to either extort Chris out of large sums of money, which he simply didn't have since he was $200 in debt, or try to use the information to get Chris to commit suicide or self-harm, which her cult was known to have done in the past. However, after the audio of the incest call was leaked, Bella was soon doxxed by the Kiwi Farms, and her whole plan unraveled in just a few weeks. With Chris now in jail and thus unable to be contacted or manipulated, it is unlikely that Bella will take any further action. This is especially so after her aforementioned dirty laundry was dumped all over the internet, with thousands of new people learning about her horrifying exploits unrelated to Chris. Ironically enough, in trying to ruin the life of a locale, Isabella became a locale herself, and serves as a cautionary tale to those seeking to make a name for themselves off of Christin, Weston, Chandler. So that's great. Early interactions. It is unclear exactly when Bella first met Chris, but some other users on the Kiwi Farms have speculated that one of their first face-to-face interactions happened on 31st July 2019 at Rubik's Cube convention. I didn't know Rubik's Cube had conventions. That's weird. In Baltimore. However, her interest in Chris would not be sparked again until early in 2020 when she began watching Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History on Gino Samuel's channel. Their next interaction would not happen until July of that year. On February 5th, 2021, Bella was likely involved with a plot by a watchman to get Chris to tase himself in order to activate the dimensional merge. The incest scandal, on some unknown date but believed to be as early as April 20th, 2020, Bella hatched an idea to have Chris eventually be blackmailed to commit suicide. The earliest known mention of this had happened on 19 June 2021. In order to do this, Bella would rally up several people to help her out with this plan, which included other students from Texas Tech University and people outside of TTU that had some degree of familiarity with Chris. Many of these recruits were also members of two distinct chess club Discord servers run by Bella. In July 2021, Bella recorded a call of her and Chris discussing Chris's incest with Barb, most likely for blackmail purposes. Despite Chris going into graphic detail about the act, Bella acted nonchalant throughout and even encouraging at times, judging by the fact that it took until late July for this audio to be leaked by the Everfree Sutras. It is likely that Bella would have simply continued with her plan and allowed Chris to continue his behavior indefinitely. When the Sutras eventually did leak the conversation, Bella's response only further confirmed this. In the intervening time, several of the trolls involved created a collection of fake texts in which Chris supposedly admitted to having BDSM-style sex with Barb. This was likely related to Bella's long-term plot to make Chris commit suicide in some way. But how exactly these were planned to be used had the original incest call audio not been leaked prematurely is unclear. Aftermath. On the 30th of July, the incest phone call involving Bella was unsuspectedly leaked to the public by one of her associates. Immediately, Bella tried to do everything in her power to distance herself from the now growing drama. One of the first things she decided to do to remedy this was shift the blame of any damaging effects that may occur onto the Everfree Sutras. More on that later. I don't know what that means, but in the end, this whole charade didn't do much other than inflict unnecessary psychological harm onto the Sutras, as by this point it had already been made abundantly clear to everyone who was paying attention that Bella was a compulsive liar and was not to be trusted. Eventually, Bella herself was doxxed, not in small part due to one Louis Hertz, which is the German word for heart, one of Bella's own cronies, posting an image of Bella's mistreated rescue dog. After her personal information was leaked, Isabella went into a desperate, albeit futile, damage control, using sock puppet accounts on 4chan, Reddit, and Kiwi Farms to rant about how the information regarding her was fake, exaggerated, and or psyop conspiracy led by transgender puppet masters. I don't know why it matters they're transgender, but whatever. Unfortunately for her, this was to no avail as of August. There are dedicated active threads on Kiwi Farms for Bella and all of her cronies. They are now locals themselves, which is hilarious. With such a unique name, these threads will likely be the first things any future employers see when they Google Bella's name. Ironically, Bella has just become unemployable and infamous as Chris himself, and that's probably not true. Chris is particularly unemployable. Associates during her plot, Bella manipulated and or enlisted many people to help her out with her plan. Some of them were genuinely unaware of Bella's true intentions, while others had intentions equally depraved as hers, though given her known plans for one particular associate, as well as the fact that she had driven at least one TTU student to suicide, and how she eventually decided to backstab almost all of her associates directly after leaks by doxing them, it may turn out that she had nefarious plans for many of the people listed below. The Everfree Sutras. One of the most important people Bella had gathered to help her with her plans was a young autistic woman who had organically formed a crush on Chris and was a former moderator of the Chris Chan subreddit. For the sake of anonymity, said woman will be referred to as the Everfree Sutras, or more simply, the Sutras for aforementioned reasons. The Sutras was originally planned to be sent with Chris on a trip to the Brony convention Everfree Northwest. Geez, I don't know why that's a thing. Part of her codename's namesake, according to Discord leaks, Bella planned to have the Sutras and Chris copulate during the convention and record the exact purpose for this is unknown, but Bella, sexually attracted to the Sutras in the past, had also claimed in those same leaks that she planned to steal the Sutras for herself. Despite all of this elaborate scheming, Chris did not seem to show very much interest in the Sutras at this point, and a lot more interest for Bella. This made things more difficult for Bella, as when she tried to book a room for both herself and the Sutras, Chris kept insisting that a room be booked for him and her. Sean Walker, known on Kiwi Farms as Psychic, Espion, or elsewhere as the Wildcat, WCT, Neko, Onyx, and plenty of other pseudonyms, is a former Watchmen member and self-proclaimed as one of the final protagonists. He is also claimed to be a successor of Joshua Moon of the Kiwi Farms, even having one of the pseudonyms being Connor, Josh's middle name, or White Knighting Chris. Sean was a key ally of Bella in spreading disinformation to throw off observers. He conspired with Bella to frame the Sutras and was the one who released and spread fake messages of Chris admitting to BDSM with Barbara. More importantly, Bella's plot to have Chris killed himself kill himself was most likely inspired by Sean's previous manipulations of Chris. Sean was a longtime follower of fellow locale and mass shooter Randy Stair, who eventually committed a mass shooting and killed himself in a bizarre plot to reincarnate as a cartoon character. It is speculated that Bella intended to have Chris commit suicide in similar fashion, having Chris kill himself in an attempt to finally complete the dimensional merge. Based on Sean's behavior from this time, it's almost certain that he knew of the end goal of Bella's plot. Gibby John, better known by his YouTube name Gibby, is a YouTuber specializing in the Chris-centric content. Since 2019, he would upload videos summarizing Chris's weekly activity while giving commentary, typically in the form of reading articles from this very wiki. He was very desperate to showcase the events of this scandal early for his YouTube channel, immediately accepting Bella's story that the entire scandal was the fault of the Sutras. Gibby then leaked her phone number in one of his videos for thousands to see. Gibby then took the video down 3 hours after he uploaded it, after he was getting criticized for leaking the Sutras' personal information when no other evidence was given that she was responsible. Gibby then claimed that the reason the phone number was left intact was because the uploading of the video was held back by 3 hours, and to allow the people discussed in the video to make sure he hasn't doxed the wrong person. These people included Bella and his friend, alleged to be Sean Walker. Gibby decided to upload the video a second time without removing the Sutra's phone number, spreading her personal information to even more people, but deleted that video after only 2 minutes for unknown reasons. Gibby had also attempted to upload the video a third time. In the end, the whole charade didn't do much other than inflict unnecessary psychological harm onto the Sutras, as by this point it had already been made abundantly clear to everyone who was paying attention that Bella was a compulsive liar and was not to be trusted. So, these people are insane. I don't know why any of these people are doing any of these things, but this is what goes on in the internet apparently at this point in time. I don't know why. I don't know. That was Isabella Loretta Janke's Cwcki page. So thank you for watching. I don't know why I read this, but here we go. That was it, I guess. Thanks for watching.